Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Christine. So today I'm bringing to you guys a drugstore makeup starter kit. So these are a few select things that I think every person needs in their makeup kit, especially if you are new. I feel like getting into makeup is really overwhelming and can sometimes feel like you need to spend a lot of money. I am a big drugstore junkie, so I have found a lot of drugstore things that work out for me. Things that I reach for over my high-end things. Everything that I have on my face is all drugstore, so I'm going to be talking about it in today's video. So if you guys are interested in seeing a drugstore makeup starter kit, first make sure you hit the subscribe button if you haven't already and the little notification bell. And this is very important because YouTube is updating their algorithm, so you don't see videos from everyone that you're subscribed to unless you hit the notification bell. So if you guys like me or if you like my video, just hit that little notification bell. It means so much to me. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the video. I wish you guys could see like my setup in my room right now, but like literally my room is so small. So I have like this big backdrop set up, all my lights, my ring light, and my camera, and everything is so squished. So every time I set up this backdrop back here, I just film like 3 videos at a time just so I don't have to set it up all over again. So it's been a long day, but I wouldn't have it any other way.
Does pizza or a salad sound good?
I can go with you. How about? It's okay. I'm just gonna make ramen.
I'll just explore the menu and pick out something I think you might like.
I love you, bitch. Oh my god. I ain't gonna never stop loving you, bitch.
If you guys don't know, I got into the Sephora squad really recently, and I did do a vlog on it as well. So if you guys haven't seen that yet, I'll go ahead and link it up in the corner. I also did a workout video and stuff like that, so lots of highly requested videos. So make sure you guys check out my newest videos. But yeah, anyways, so the very first thing that I usually start off with when I'm doing my makeup is eyebrows. I was trying to enter into the Benefit Brow Search contest, so I actually did my brows with the Precisely My Brow Pencil, and I actually really love this brow pencil. I think it's amazing. But another really good dupe from the another good product from the drugstore is this one by Loreal. This is the Brow Stylist Definer, and I have it in the color Dark Brunette. The reason why I love this is because the pencil on it is really thin, so it allows you to get actual hair-like strokes. And this one I just find lasts the longest for me. A lot of drugstore brow products are just super creamy and they smear and they just don't wear as well. But I actually wore this one today when I went to the gym. I had a whole ass leg workout, sat in the sauna, and my brows were still on. This one from the drugstore is my favorite. I'm still currently testing like my e.l.f. one, which I have picked up a lot of new e.l.f. products recently. So if you guys would be interested in like a full face of e.l.f. products, let me know. I recently did one on a like full face of Glossier. After I pencil in my brows, I love to go in with this Essence Make Me Brow. This one is bomb. If you guys have seen my full face of Glossier makeup, I tried out the boy brow, and this one is very similar. I wouldn't say it's a dupe because the boy brow has a little bit more hold to it, but this one definitely is really good, especially for drugstore. This one is only like $3, which is like amazing. Normally when I'm doing my makeup, I would do my eyebrows and eye makeup first, but for the sake of this video, I'm going to talk about the makeup in the same order that I applied them today. This primer by The Ordinary is really good. It's not exactly what I would consider drugstore, but it is drugstore pricing. So you can order this off of their website, or I believe they're carried in Sephora now too, but this one is only $7 or $8, and I actually really like this primer. My favorite foundation I think of all time, I recently was testing the Maybelline 24-Hour Foundation and the L'Oreal Freshwear, comparing them, and I have been wearing those foundations like a lot recently, but I think one of my favorite drugstore foundations of all time is this Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation. I just keep going back to this, and every time I whip it out and I try it again, I remember how much I freaking love this. I just feel like it makes my skin look so soft and airbrushed, and this one would work for a lot of different skin types. If you have dry skin, combo, or oily skin like I do, this one just looks so beautiful. It looks so skin-like, and it's not super high coverage, but you can easily build it up. I just really like it because it is so like watery, so I feel like it blends out really nicely. It doesn't feel thick on your skin, and this color matches me really well. The one that I used today is in Desert Beige. I'm doing like a sponges review video soon, so I have been trying out so many sponges in the last few weeks. I'm just trying to try as many as possible for a long period of time, so I like get a good idea of what sponges I like. And this one I keep going back to because I actually really like it. This one is from Sonia Kashuk. It is a little bit dirty because I used it today, but look how look how big it gets. It's like you really only need like 5 taps and it blends out your whole entire face foundation. So soft, and it's like $7. I think I got it in a pack of 2 for $10, so you can get it for a really good price. I like that this one has a like round tip because it's just really good for like blending under the eyes. I love how big and plush it gets, and it's just really bouncy and soft. So I really like this sponge. Concealer that I have been loving is this e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Concealer. I finally found it in a Target near me in my color. This one is in the color medium beige, and it reminds me so much of the Tarte Shape Tape. This one is really high coverage, but I feel like it's not quite as drying as a Shape Tape, but it's still pretty drying. I feel like in every single makeup kit you need like a good pretty looking foundation that you can use every single day if you wanted, but for concealer I just prefer a high coverage concealer because that way you can use it to highlight your face, but you can also use it to like cover blemishes and stuff like that. This one just does it all for me. I picked it up recently, but it has quickly become a favorite just because it is so high coverage. The color is really, really nice, and it just blends out beautifully. It really reminds me of the Shape Tape, which I have been loving for a really, really long time. So this one is a really good one. You always have to set your makeup, especially for me because I have such oily skin. But I feel like when you're layering so many products on top of each other, you need to make sure that you're setting everything properly so it stays in place. My favorite setting powder from the drugstore is this Maybelline Fit Me in the color 10. This one is just perfect for my skin tone. This one is super finely milled, so when you pat it in with a sponge, it doesn't stick to any of your like pores and stuff like that. Some of my powders, when I pat it into my under eye area, it just looks kind of like cakey. This one doesn't do that to me. It just looks beautiful. I use it to set my whole face sometimes, but especially for the under eyes, this one is beautiful. The color is really nice, so it's really great for brightening up my under eyes. To set my whole face, I use this powder in my first impressions makeup video that I did a couple weeks ago. Love this powder so much, and it's just like so smooth. It makes your skin look really airbrushed. The color is really nice. This is in light medium. I feel like translucent powders are really nice for setting on the under eyes, and then if you have like smile lines or like extra oily spots that you want to lightly bake. But I feel like having a powder foundation that you can use to set the rest of your face is really good. That way it matches your skin. I just find that when I use a translucent powder all over my face, my skin tone just looks a little bit too light and sometimes grayish, so I like setting with a foundation better for all over my face. So I have really been enjoying this one by CoverGirl. For bronzer, one of my favorite bronzers of all time. If you guys have been following me for a long time, you guys know this one was my favorite back in the day. This is the Rimmel Maxi Bronzer. This one is just so great because it is so smooth, easy to blend. This one is in the shade Dark, but I love mixing these two for warming up the perimeter of my face. This one is more like cool tone, so I love going in and contouring with this, especially when I'm contouring my nose. I really like using this color, and I feel like having a good bronzer is so important. It just ties your whole face makeup together. Even if you don't want to wear foundation, I just find that when I bronze my face, it just makes my makeup look a little bit more refined, like I spent a little bit more time on it, and I just never leave the house without bronzers. Another palette that I have been loving for the face is this CoverGirl Full Spectrum palette. This is a Sculpt Expert palette, and this is in the color Blush Touch. I love the colors in this, especially this blush tone, and I feel like having a palette in your makeup kit is really nice because that way you don't have so many singles all over the place. And I actually think this is like a solid palette. The blush in here is really pretty. It's slightly shimmery, so it kind of adds like a nice glow to your cheeks. And then this highlight is like beaming. Like, this feels like a Becca highlighter. It's just really, really high quality, really fine milled, so it's not chunky or anything like that. And I just love this palette so much. My favorite eyeshadow palette, I feel like you need to have a good neutrals eyeshadow palette in your collection, and this one by Wet n Wild is really bomb. I actually really love these eyeshadow palettes that they have. I included one of the palettes in my like full face of Holy Grail makeup, so if you guys are interested in seeing some of my like Holy Grail makeup that is also like high end, I would highly recommend checking out that video. But these palettes are so great for drugstore. I love that it comes with like such big, am I okay? I like that it comes with such big transition colors, so I use this one in the crease a lot, and then when I want something a little bit more cool tone, this one up here is really great. And I just feel like the colors in here are so useful, and the reds and the pinks are a little bit harder, so if you want to venture out, you totally can. But it has a lot of like good orange warm tones, and then a dark brown, and then just good transition colors, you know? So I feel like this is a good palette. It's always reliable. I reach for it all the time because it blends so easily and it's just easy to work with, and I reach for it all the time. My lashes are really stick straight and they like do not curl, so I actually have this one from Shiseido, but I remember back in the day I did like Maybelline eyelash curlers, but I just feel like tools you can invest a little bit more and you can just use it for the rest of your life. Like I've had this one for over 5 years and I still love it. It's from Shiseido. I picked this one up at Sephora and I love it. One of my favorite all-time waterproof mascaras is from Maybelline. This is the Falsies, and especially if you have straight lashes like me, one of my favorite things to do is to curl my lashes and put one thin coat of waterproof mascara, and then after that I can go over with any type of mascara and my lashes will stay curled all day. So especially if you have that problem, go in with a quick coat of waterproof mascara and I promise you, you will never skip the step. I will always repurchase this one over and over and over just because it's like the best. Another mascara that I love, this one I like going in for my second coat, is this Essence Lash Princess Mascara. I love this mascara because I feel like the wand on it is so nice. You can really get in the lashes that you have. Like the wand is not too big. Formula is really nice as well. It's not too crunchy. It builds nicely and it gives me good volume and length, so I really like this mascara. Today the lashes that I have are the Ardell foam ink lashes, and I really like those lashes because they look so natural. But ones that I used to use all the time are the Salon Pass. Those ones are really good and you can pick those up at Walmart or Target, I believe. And then Ardell Demi Wispies, everyone talks about it, but I feel like those lashes are so great. The band is really thin. It gives an extra like oomph to your look. So if you're looking for like easy to use lashes, I really like those. And then you guys know I love my AliExpress lashes as well. So I have those linked in my like Holy Grail makeup video, so check that out. My favorite lash glue I have been using for a really long time, it's AII Beauty, and I forget where I got this, but the reason why I like it is because it is kind of a soft grip, so your lashes will stay on all day, but it's not like hard to remove, especially if you are just starting out. Most of the time you're not going to be going for like crazy intense lashes, so lash glue like this will hold a really thin band in place all day. So I really like this one, and it's really nice because at the end of the night when you're tired, you can kind of just peel off your lashes and none of your eyelashes will rip off. But if you guys want something that has a little bit more of a hold, the Duo, the blue tube, gives a slightly stronger hold. It just keeps your lashes in place all day, but at the same time, sometimes when you take it off, it'll like kind of tug at your lashes. Oh my god, pizza! Look what Brandon brought me.
Pizza.
Thanks, baby. Pizza's sweet. Then the next thing I feel like everyone needs in their kit is eyeliner. Even if you are not that good, it's just a good thing to have in your kit. As you practice more and more, you get a little bit better at it. And I remember in high school, I learned how to do winged eyeliner sooner than I did like how to blend eyeshadows. And so I just love liquid liner. This one by NYC is just my favorite. I like use it so much that all the label has worn off of it. The wand on it is so thin, so it allows me to get a really like straight wing. I just prefer brush tip liquid eyeliners, but if you guys like the felt tip, Wet n Wild has a really good one that I use for years. Just feel like this one allows me to get like a better flick. I feel like it lasts all day as well, and it's just super black and matte, which I really like. And if you guys like a pencil eyeliner, this one by Pixi is my absolute favorite. It's just so like, look at it, wow, it's like black and smooth, doesn't smear. Like once it's set, it is set. So especially when I first started out, I would just kind of smudge it on my lash line and take an angled brush liner and then use that to kind of like sharpen it up a little bit. So love this eyeliner. Even if you want to like line your waterline, this one will stay in place all day. Then my favorite lip liner is the LA Girl Ultimate Lip Liner in the color Keep It Spicy. I mentioned this in my favorite nude lipsticks video, and this one is just like the perfect color, like my lips but better, but it's a little bit more darker, so when I overline my lips, it looks really natural, and so that's what I did today on my lips. This color is also really neutral, so it goes with like every single lip color ever, and a lot of the times I just pack this in my bag and we'll just do a quick line on my lips and leave the door. For lipstick, I know a lot of you guys are gonna ask. The one that I have on my lips today is the Milani Bahama Beige. This was also in my nude lipsticks video, but I feel like the color on this is so perfect. It's like a really great brownie nude. It's not too pink, it's not too brown, kind of like satiny, so it's just like the most perfect finish for a nude lipstick, and this one I reach for all the time. I recommend it to anyone that's looking for a nude lipstick. Almost every time I take a picture and post on Instagram, someone always asks me what color I have on my lips. Most of the time it is this color, and I love this lipstick. So that brings us to the end of this video, and just know that you don't need to spend a lot of money to feel beautiful or look beautiful. Use whatever products that you think you need. Cater your kit to whatever needs that you have, and then slowly build from there. Especially when I was first starting out, drugstore makeup was like my favorite, just because I found so many things that worked out for me at a fraction of like the high-end store prices. These are a lot of recommendations, so I hope you guys found it helpful, and if you did, give this video a thumbs up. Let me know down below if you have tried out any new drugstore products that you have been liking, or if you have tried any of the things that I mentioned in today's video. I would love to know you guys' thoughts. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys.